My name is Nancy Armbrust, and I work for a privately held global dairy foods company called Schreiber Foods. In order to stay to that 10 minutes or under, I'm going to read many of my comments today because I would be able to expand and then it would be a problem for the rest of you. Most of you will never see a cheese or yogurt product with the name Schreiber on it, as our business niche is providing high-quality, customer brand products for the largest food service, retail, and food companies throughout the world. As owners of our business, we focus on actions and making decisions that increase our shareholder value. Being privately held, we answer to ourselves, and we have learned the lessons of investing resources to ensure our future growth and success. Oftentimes, investing scarce financial resources, whether it be in new plants or innovative technology, has generated financial returns not on the short term, but on the long run. In 1993, the leadership position of Education and Community Relations, the position I now hold, was created in part to help support and build community partnerships to achieve improved education results, hopefully leading to a highly skilled workforce, ultimately a stronger economy, and of course, continued success for Schreiber Foods. I'm proud to work for an organization that gets it, not only through its family-friendly practices and workplace support, but I believe Schreiber has clearly demonstrated that it understands that investing resources in the community is a practical business matter, not just something nice to do. I've been fortunate to work with many of you in the room, and I'm also very proud to live in a community and a state that gets it as well. Today, in the brief time that we have, I've been asked not to talk to you about Schreiber Foods, but to share information about an exciting partnership which I believe will be able to create real change and positive results for all children in our community. As Barbara mentioned, we've been looking for models, and I think we've found one that will make a difference in our community. If you would refer to the green handout that you'll find in your brochure, this is a handout that talks about the Community Partnership for Children. I will briefly explain it and then provide additional detail, but the Community Partnership for Children is a large-scale, multi-partner collaboration, the goal of which is to lay the foundation for a new system of care, as David mentioned, for Brown County's children starting at birth. It's rooted in prevention and the knowledge that a child's earliest years are the most important for their development and growth. The partnership is modeled after a similar effort in Hampton, Virginia that has shown outstanding success over the past decade. You don't have this in your materials, but I would be happy to provide it for you at some later point. But I'd like to share with you information from their latest annual report. And the Hampton, Virginia model is one that the United Way of America was very, very active in supporting and getting off the ground and continues to support to this date. So bear with me while I read the results, but I think they're startling, and I hope they motivate you in the ways that they've motivated us. Since its beginning in 1992, the partnership has monitored its programs through the support of outside evaluators from the College of William & Mary. Program and community results include 26.8% reduction in the rate of child abuse and neglect between 1992 and 2000. In the same period, the region's rate declined only 3.4%. The decrease in Hampton's infant mortality rate has been twice that of the region between 1992 and 2000. 0% repeat teen births. 0% repeat teen births, which means pregnancy within 12 months of the birth of the first child among Healthy Start mothers versus an average of 30% for all teen mothers in Virginia. Are you excited yet? Do I notice any type of reaction? 96% immunization rate for 2-year-olds in the Healthy Start program, the partnership program, versus 73% for all 2-year-olds in Virginia. And this is the one that's most exciting to me. And I get easily excited, but this really gets me excited. 85% of the children that participated in this process entered school ready to learn, comparable to the general population. 85%. Now, for most of us, 10 years, 15 years might seem like a very, very long time, but in my lifetime perspective, 15 years goes like that. If we had invested in this program in 1992, just think of where we would be today. But you do have an opportunity to do that. As it mentions on the green brochure, our local effort was formally launched in 2005, following several years of research and planning by the Brown County United Way Impact Council volunteers and staff. The United Way in our community is an active partner, allocating ongoing grants toward direct services and providing staff support to keep all the various elements moving together. We are just starting. This is in infant stages, but we are making progress. As you will see also, the key components are parent interviews and follow-up assessments by a family support coordinator at all Brown County hospitals, referrals if needed to appropriate community services, either general or intensive depending upon the family needs, and a focus on voluntary in-home visits and parenting support classes for those who qualify. So why isn't this fully implemented in Northeast Wisconsin? The research, as many of you have talked about before, the economics of this issue, gives us many compelling reasons to move ahead. The simple knowledge that once a child reaches age 3, 85 to 90% of his or her core brain structures have been formed should drive us all forward. What this tells us, in other words, is that by the age of 3 years, most of the stuff that could influence a kid's brain, both good and bad, has already taken place. I wanted just to take a moment. How many people in this room either viewed or saw the presentation, I Am Your Child, by Rob Reiner many, many years ago? Do you remember when that occurred, what year that was? Come on, Dave, you can tell me. It was 1997. I won't put you on the spot. But in 1997, there was a national effort to build will across the United States for early childhood development. And that was called I Am Your Child, and there were a lot of things that happened in the state of Wisconsin. The first time I met Nan was at a meeting that year in Milwaukee, and Dr. Bruce Perry was showing the same types of slides around the early brain development. For anybody in the room that saw the pictures of those two brains, one that was nurtured and that was not nurtured, that's very, very compelling. I left that meeting thinking I should sell my house, I should sell my cars. I need to figure out a way to make a difference in the lives of these children so those things don't happen. I wasn't alone, and I know I'm not alone from the people that we work with here in Green Bay. That didn't happen. We aren't far enough yet, but we are making progress. We are making progress daily. We do need to raise additional funds to help build the staff and staff increase the capacities of agencies providing the core direct services, as well continue to build the infrastructure and processes to ensure success. In the initial efforts, it talks about what we've found so far. And if you look on the front page, it says of 2,394 babies born between July 2005 and April 2006, 44% of their parents reported risk factors. That's a tremendous amount of work that we have to do. We have organizations like Bell and Health Systems, which you'll hear about in a little bit, that have piloted this program, and we are now working to engage all the other hospitals in our community. The partnership's an outstanding example, I believe, of what can happen when a community comes together on behalf of children. The initiative continues to evolve and grow. For information how to get involved, there is a contact name and website on the green sheet. The partnership is exciting for me because this is a model that we not only know works, but has generated tangible, positive results for our children. We can do this, and we must do this in northeastern Wisconsin and New North, and we encourage all of you to join us. Thank you very, very much.